Hello everybody, my name is Jon Herington, and we're here at SIR Studios in New York City, where I'm rehearsing with Steely Dan for the upcoming tour, which will start on July 7th in Milwaukee and take us around the States for a couple months. And I'm here to show you a little bit about my rig and my setup, which at the moment includes, and then we have set up some effects pedals from Xotic Effects. And let's see, basically I've been a guitar player with Steely Dan for about 6 years or so now, and I'm a freelance guitar player, work around New York, do some sessions, some live playing, and a bit of touring with Steely Dan, with Donald Fagen's band, with Boz Scaggs, and assorted other people. So I'll tell you a little bit about the setup I have here. I guess we'll go right to the effects, since I use a couple different guitars, but we'll start with the effects. You'll see I've got them all numbered. The amp I'm using has an effects loop, and there's a bunch of effects that go in front of the amp on this board, and then there's a bunch of effects that go in the effects loop. The ones that are in front of the amp are numbered 1 through 7, and the ones in the loop are alphabetized, A, B, C, D, and E at the moment. Now this, you can probably tell, is a setup that's changing all the time depending on what kind of work I'm doing. And right now I've also added a couple of the Xotic effects just to demo them and check them out, see how they work. The RC Boost, which you can't see the logo on because I've got it all taped up, is one that I've been using, and I find it a very flexible box. There's lots of different ways to use it. At the moment, I've got it set up so that it can take that it actually just does some tone control sort of modification to the sound. I have a pretty good amp, which is made by Guytron, and it's a channel switching amp, and it also has a pretty great overdrive sound. So if I'm this is just the amp with the guitar, and there's a little reverb on, and that's about it. That's the overdrive channel. The clean channel is there, and I find it's sometimes I'll if I'm on the rhythm pickup of pretty much any guitar, the amp is right now would be set, say, for the treble pickup, and since I don't want to go back to the amp and start fiddling with controls in the middle of the show, what I'll do with what I've been using this RC for is, say, if I have to solo on the rhythm pickup, it gets too boomy. There's too much bass for the for that pickup setting. I need it on the amp for the treble pickup, but I've been using the RC to just take out some of the bottom. When I put the RC in, it takes that extra bottom out, and it does something else a little bit to the tone, which I like to. But it's too woofier with that. Gives it a little more cut. It's amazing. All I'm doing is taking the. There's no gain on it. The volume is set so that it sounds about the same perceived volume. There's nothing done with the treble, and the bass control is cut quite a bit. So I kind of like the way those controls are tuned. In a way, one of my problems is there's so many ways I can use this RC for little problem-solving things with this rig that I could use a couple more probably, but I'm trying to keep it simple so it doesn't get confusing. But it'll also it functions, you know, for a while I had it set up in the end of the effects loop, and I used it strictly to boost the volume of whatever sound I had running through the whole, whatever sound I was using, and it worked great that way. It would just, whether it was a distortion sound or a clean sound, it would just up the volume if I needed a little boost for solos. And of course then I would set it with the gain off and just the volume up to wherever I needed it, and I usually wasn't changing the tone at all. But the tone controls are very flexible. This is true on all these, the Xotic effects ones. So that there's so many things to do with them. To demonstrate some of this, I guess I'll just play on the, you know, on the clean channel of this amp right now. If you want to engage the gain and just get some, I'm gonna have to put the bass control back up. These are the treble and bass flat here. Just so you can hear what the gain will do. It's kind of just a little, you can get a little edge on it as much as you want. I've actually got the BB kind of set to do that, and I'm thinking of actually taking it with me because it seems. Here's the clean tone. Sometimes I'll need a clean tone just for simple, it's a simple rhythm guitar sound. But there are other times when I'm on the treble pickup when I'll actually, I don't need the solo sound, but I need something a little more, with a little more drive to it for the treble pickup. And right now I've got this set for that. And it just gives it, you know, just a little edge, and that'll actually work on both pickups. This kind of works, but I like it. I got it mostly set for the treble pickup because it kind of works great for that.